Today, we're diving into a delightful recipe that's perfect for those mornings when you're trying to wrangle two kids, a husband who can't find his own socks, and a burning desire for something tasty that won't make you late for work. Trust me, I've been there more times than I care to admit. So, let's talk about cottage cheese and peach toast, shall we? It's like a mini vacation for your taste buds, without the hassle of airport security, or your kids asking, "Are we there yet?" Every 5 minutes. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this culinary masterpiece, for this cottage cheese and peach toast, you'll need a few simple ingredients. Don't worry, it's not like those fancy recipes that require you to mortgage your house just to buy truffle oil or saffron threads. Here's what you'll need. 2 slices of your favorite bread. I prefer whole grain because it makes me feel like I'm making healthy choices, even if I follow it up with a pint of ice cream later. Half a cup of cottage cheese. Yes, I know it looks like something that came out of your baby's diaper, but trust me on this one. 1 ripe peach, sliced. If peaches aren't in season, you can use canned peaches. Just drain them well, unless you want your toast swimming in syrup like it's auditioning for a synchronized swimming team. A drizzle of honey. About a tablespoon should do, unless you're trying to attract bees or recreate that scene from Winnie the Pooh. A pinch of cinnamon. And by pinch, I mean whatever falls out when you sneeze while holding the container. We're not measuring here, people. Optional, a few mint leaves for garnish, because we're fancy like that. Now let's talk prep time. This recipe is quicker than my kids' attention span during homeschooling. You're looking at about 5 minutes tops. It's perfect for those mornings when you've hit the snooze button one too many times and now you're racing against the clock like you're in some sort of breakfast Olympics. As for the occasion, this dish is versatile enough for any time of day. It's great for breakfast, lunch, or even a late-night snack when you're up binge-watching that new series everyone's talking about. You know, the one with the plot twist that had you gasping louder than when you found out how much your kid's summer camp costs. Now, let's talk taste. This cottage cheese and peach toast is a beautiful balance of creamy, sweet, and tangy. It's like a party in your mouth, but without the cleanup or awkward small talk. The cottage cheese provides a creamy base, the peaches add a burst of sweetness, and the honey and cinnamon bring a warm, comforting note that'll make you forget about the pile of laundry waiting for you. As for nutritional info, this little number packs a decent punch. You've got protein from the cottage cheese, fiber from the whole grain bread, and vitamins from the peach. It's like a multivitamin, but one that actually tastes good and doesn't make you gag. Plus, it's relatively low in calories, so you can feel virtuous while still enjoying your food. It's a win-win, unlike trying to reason with a toddler about why they can't wear their Halloween costume to school in June. Now, let's get into the cooking instructions. And I use the term cooking loosely here. This is more like assembling, which is great news for those of us who have a tendency to burn water. Step 1. Toast your bread. I know, it's a complex step. Try not to overwhelm yourself. If you're feeling particularly adventurous, you can even adjust the settings on your toaster for optimal crispiness. It's like choosing the difficulty level in a video game, but with less pixelated violence and more carbs. Step 2. While your bread is toasting, slice your peach. Be careful with that knife, unless you want to add a trip to the ER to your morning routine. Trust me, trying to explain to a doctor how you injured yourself making toast is not a conversation you want to have. Step 3. Once your toast is done and has cooled slightly, we're going for delicious, not third-degree burns. Spread the cottage cheese evenly over each slice. Don't be stingy here. We're not making diet food, we're making something that'll actually satisfy you until lunch. Step 4. Arrange the peach slices on top of the cottage cheese. You can go for a neat pattern if you're feeling artistic, or just dump them on if you're more of an abstract expressionist. Either way, it'll taste the same. Step 5. Drizzle honey over the top. This is where you can channel your inner Jackson Pollock. Go wild with those honey swirls. Just remember, we're making breakfast, not an art installation. Step 6. Sprinkle a bit of cinnamon over everything. It's like fairy dust, but edible and less likely to make you fly. Step 7. If you're using mint leaves, add them now. It's like putting a tiny green hat on your toast. Adorable and delicious. And voila! You've just created a masterpiece that would make Gordon Ramsay weep with joy. Or at least not yell at you, which is basically the same thing. Now let's talk about some potential variations. If you're not a fan of peaches, who hurt you? You could try this with other fruits. Strawberries work well, as do blueberries or even sliced pears. Just avoid bananas unless you want your toast to look like it's having an identity crisis. If cottage cheese isn't your thing, again, who hurt you? You could substitute it with Greek yogurt or even ricotta cheese. The goal here is creamy deliciousness, so feel free to experiment. It's like a science project, but one that won't explode and ruin your kitchen. For those of you who like a bit of crunch, consider adding some chopped nuts on top. Sliced almonds or chopped walnuts work great. Just be sure to check for any nut allergies first, unless you want your breakfast to come with the side of anaphylactic shock. Now I know some of you might be thinking, but what about avocado toast? Isn't that the trendy breakfast? Listen, avocado toast had its moment. It's like the boy band of the breakfast world. It was everywhere for a while, and now it's time for something new. Cottage cheese and peach toast is like the indie band that's about to hit it big. You heard it here first, folks. In terms of serving suggestions, this toast is pretty perfect on its own. But if you're feeling fancy, or if you're trying to impress your in-laws who've dropped by unannounced again, you could serve it with a side of fresh berries or a small bowl of yogurt. It's like accessorizing your outfit, but with food. One last tip. If you're making this for kids, you might want to cut the toast into fun shapes. Because apparently, food tastes better when it's shaped like a dinosaur or a star. It's one of those mysteries of parenting, like why socks disappear in the dryer, or how your kids can hear you open a candy wrapper from 3 rooms away, but can't hear you calling them for dinner. So, there you have it, folks. Cottage cheese and peach toast. The breakfast that's easier to make than it is to get your kids to brush their teeth, tastier than whatever that mystery stain is on your couch, and more satisfying than finally finding matching socks in the laundry. Give it a try, and who knows? It might just become your new favorite breakfast. At the very least, it'll give you a few minutes of peace and quiet while everyone's mouths are full. And in the world of parenting, that's pretty much the equivalent of a spa day. Enjoy!